And it's a lot of people that couldn't say no. And they probably on tape.
Tonight, the multiple homes of Shawn Diddy Combs from coast to coast, raided by federal Homeland Security investigations agents.
The speed at which it appears these raids were conducted suggests that agents were concerned that they needed to secure evidence quickly and prevent anyone from destroying evidence before they got there.
It seems that the authorities took matters into their own hands and decided to thoroughly investigate Shawn Diddy Combs of all the mad allegations against him before the rapper could have a chance of cleaning up his. Several videos revealed the aftermath of the intensive search through P. Diddy's LA mansion, showing how feds busted safes, turned over pill bottles, and left designer clothes strewn across the rapper's home during the raid. Footage obtained by TMZ showed how the hip-hop mogul's LA pad was turned over by officers, doors cracked open, drawers rifled through, and electronic items seized as police searched properties connected to Shawn Diddy Combs. But what were they looking for, and what did they find? Let's get into it. It was shocking news to the masses when armed agents entered Diddy's luxury properties on both east and west coasts of the United States.
Heavily armed and armored tactical teams sweeping through Combs' posh Los Angeles property this afternoon, drawn, clearing room to room, people in handcuffs as agents made their way through the property.
The agents, who were wearing vests, gathered in the home's backyard near the pool and were joined by multiple officers who were seen carrying bags and boxes of evidence to a van with assistance from police dogs. They had thoroughly gone through Diddy's possession, turning his houses upside down in search of any evidence that could lead them to the truth in all the allegations against the rapper. Diddy's Florida home was also torn to pieces in similar fashion as his other Miami home, while law enforcement hunted for evidence in the SA probe after 3 women brought lawsuits accusing Combs of A and a man accused him of S misconduct. Diddy broke his silence to claim he was the victim of a witch hunt after agents sensationally raided his estates in Miami Beach in California, and he slammed the Department of Homeland Security for gross overuse of military-level force as sources claimed his son's king, and Justin had been traumatized during the event. The rapper, who has not been charged, stressed that he had neither been detained nor arrested, nor had any members of his family, and that he spoke to and cooperated with authorities. But as mystery surrounds the investigation, the new images shed light on the extent to which the authorities are pursuing leads, unafraid to flip the billionaire's life upside down and hurl his possessions around during their search. For the authorities to be this invested hints on the fact that the evidence they had acquired could be used against Diddy.
That agents for Homeland Security were able to show probable cause that a crime was committed and that evidence of that alleged crime would be found at these homes.
Photos and video exclusively obtained by DailyMail.com show inside his Florida mansion on Star Island, with several disheveled rooms, bedrooms turned over, and drawers rifled through. Right from the entrance to his home, the massive gate was seen clearly broken and off its hinges, with several holes in the door and breaks in the concrete. Multiple door frames appeared to have been damaged, and several bedrooms left a mess with everything from clothing and receipts lying around. Another video showed how thoroughly the mogul's laptops and other devices had been gone through, and everything from stuffed animals to pill bottles were seen strewn across the floor and on both sides of a bedroom. The feds did a thorough check through the several safes and had turned over many couches, beds, and chairs in the house. Even the singer's toiletries were run through in several bathrooms. Footage from the event showed agents entering and leaving the house for hours after the search began, and a police line could be seen around the home in Holmby Hills. A lawyer representing a woman who accused Diddy of R in the 1990s said of the raid, "Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his depraved conduct." Before the search, a source told NBC that 3 women and a man had been interviewed by federal officials in Manhattan over allegations of ST, SA, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. It was also alleged that 3 other subjects were scheduled to be interviewed later after the search. While the search was ongoing, the rap mogul himself was not at his Miami home, and he was at the airport on his way to the Caribbean for spring vacation with his 2 daughters. He was questioned by federal authorities at the Florida airport, but was not detained or arrested since no domestic or international travel restrictions had been placed on Diddy yet. While he was not detained at the airport and could have left, a source confirmed to DailyMail.com that Diddy and his family were not on his plane when it flew from Florida to the Caribbean that day. ABC News has reported that the feds were able to gather evidence including a number of electronic devices which could be beneficial in the proceedings of the cases going forward. There was no immediate official confirmation about what precipitated the raids, but Diddy is currently embroiled in several lawsuits accusing him of allegedly being an human. Not 1, not 2, but 4 women, including Diddy's long-term girlfriend Cassie, filed shocking lawsuits against the rapper late last year, accusing him of A and SA. The rapper, who earned a fortune through music as producer and artist with the Bad Boy Entertainment record label, was accused of a lot of unforgivable behavior. His ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura accused him of repeatedly being with her, claiming that he would always hit her. She also claimed that he forced her into bed with him and that sometimes he would force her to sleep with other men while he watched. To make matters worse, Cassie claimed that Diddy would take pictures and videos of her while in that humiliating state, and she was so afraid of him that she just kept mum. Ventura's close friend Tiffany Red also echoed her friend's claims in a letter published in Rolling Stone, where she claimed she saw Diddy force Cassie to leave her own birthday party in August 2015 in order to have a with another male. In the scathing letter, Red wrote, "I was terrified for Cassie and completely traumatized. Your abuse of power has inflicted ongoing harm on countless individuals, including myself, my friends, and my peers. It has to stop." Following the letter, Combs' representative denied the wrongdoing in a statement, and eventually the 2 parties decided to settle the issue with Cassie, claiming she wanted to be done with Diddy while she still had control. Shortly after her case was settled outside of court, Ben Brafman, Diddy's lawyer, said in a statement shared with The Mirror, "Just so we're clear, a decision to settle a lawsuit, especially in 2023, is in no way an admission of wrongdoing." He added, "Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. He is happy they got to a mutual settlement and wishes Ms. Ventura the best." Right after Cassie, another victim, Joey Dickerson Neal, accused Combs of and forcing his way with her in 1991, and just like how he treated his ex, she alleged that he recorded his with her and shared the footage without permission. Liza Gardner then filed a 3rd suit in late November 2023, also accusing him of the same as the other girls, and alleged the incidents also occurred in the early 1990s. Gardner said she was coerced into having sleeping with Diddy, and then she was pinned down by R&B singer Aaron Hall, who also forced himself on her. She claimed she had been with a friend who also went through the same and that Combs later went to the women's home to discourage them from reporting what happened. The rapper then allegedly choked one of the women until she passed out. In a shocking 4th suit, reported first in early December, Combs was accused of an anonymous 4th victim when she was a 17-year-old high school student in 2003. The woman was allegedly misused and sold around by Combs, who was 34 at the time, and Harve Pierre, the then president of his record label. In harrowing detail, she described in her suit how Combs allegedly demanded that she pinch his throughout the to satisfy him before pulling up a chair to watch her being upon by his associates. She claimed she suffered in silence for 20 years until the R&B singer Cassie sued Combs, her former mentor and ex-boyfriend, for allegedly subjecting her to the same savagery. Combs responded to the litany of allegations against him in a statement published on Instagram. He said, "Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. The bigger bombshell was dropped by music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr., who worked with Combs on the Love album Off the Grid. Producer Jones revealed a lot more of the things that Diddy and his associates were partaking in, and the public was shocked. He filed a lawsuit against the rapper, claiming he was ordered to recruit S-workers and sleep with them for the star's pleasure. He also claimed he has hundreds of hours of video documenting Combs's serious illegal activity, which involved other big-shot celebrities. Lil Rod's lawyers claimed guests were drawn to Diddy's alleged parties because of his access to celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries like British royal Prince Harry. P. Diddy's alleged dark parties also hit the headlines after the star's properties were raided, reportedly in connection to the allegations against him. Following the scenes, creepy old clips of Diddy have resurfaced, including scenes of the rapper with a young Justin Bieber.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing.
A number of celebrities also came out to comment on Diddy, including 50 Cent, who mocked the rapper, saying he hopes to get his hands on the compromising footage from Diddy's alleged parties. Taking to Instagram, 50 Cent shared an image of allegations from court documents filed against his foe by Rodney Lil Rod Jones, captioning his upload, "Semi-H, this is gonna be so good, what you want to bet I'ma get these tapes. I'll pay top dollar for them. You been over there? I don't go to Puffy Party." So what is alleged to have gone on at these parties? Everyone involved with Diddy has been claiming that the mogul had a habit of taking videos of his victims, and this was also the case according to Lil Rod's lawsuit. The lawsuit stated that the rapper stashed a number of hidden cameras in his properties in Los Angeles and on Star Island. The filing read, while living and traveling with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones discovered that Mr. Combs had hidden cameras in every room of his home.
A lot of rappers, a lot of music people, a lot of executives that could not say no. And they probably on tape.
The filing continued. Combs has recordings of several celebrities, artists, music label executives, and athletes engaging in illegal activity. These individuals were recorded without their knowledge and consent. It also added that Diddy possessed compromising footage of every person who had attended his dark parties and even his house parties. Most are now claiming that this was among the many reasons that the rapper's properties were thoroughly searched in hopes of finding the alleged tapes. The lawsuit also accused the rapper of allegedly using illegal on his victims, and that they also used the on his associates when he hosted his parties. With this in mind, it was reported separately that the singer's alleged mule was arrested on charges at Miami Airport, while the rapper's LA and Miami mansions were being raided by the police. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, 25-year-old Brendan Paul was arrested on the day of the raid and charged with 2 separate charges, both being the possession of illegal. In the paperwork, officers alleged they came across suspected contraband in Paul's travel bags, and after the suspected narcotics were tested, they were found to be illegal substances. This led to Paul's arrest, and he was held in custody for a while before he was bailed out. There was no evidence that connected the reportedly found in Paul's possession with Diddy, but the public does not believe that it was just a mere coincidence for the arrest and the raid to happen at the same time. Jones also claimed the rapper was regularly partying with S-workers and underage girls. He claimed Diddy would make attendees of his parties sign non-disclosure agreements, and that the rapper also and forced minors into commercial S acts for his associates. Regarding Jones's claims and following the latest raids, Diddy's lawyer, Aaron Dyer, said, "Yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated." Diddy's lawyer added, "This unprecedented ambush, paired with an advanced coordinated media presence, leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name." To the very end, Diddy is still denouing all the accusations against him, claiming they are all propaganda from people who want a share of his wealth. A fan on X, previously Twitter, said, "Diddy has bullied his artists for decades. Diddy is the textbook definition of a coward. He's running scared while his kids are on national news in handcuffs. Come out, Diddy, wherever you are. Looking for Diddy." Another added, "People acting shocked that Diddy abandoned his kids so he can escape on a private jet. Just look at what he's done to Cassie, Biggie's family, Mace, Lil Kim, Junior, Shine, Kid Cudi, and countless others we don't even know the half off. He is pure evil." What do you think of the feds raiding Diddy house? What about all the allegations against him? Tell us in the comments section. That's it for this video.